Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fatum Iratus, Lord of the Dead, Fatum Aeterna, the fate of the Eternal to forever act as the avatar of death to cleanse the corrupted mortals. We resume. We read things off last time, but before we look at our combat that is upon us, Gurathnaka has finally accumulated 8 skill points. More dread. And I think, looking through our vast, what would you even call this, stash? Treasury vault of parts, it's time to gamble. You know, I used to have one of those Yu-Gi-Oh things, like the, what do you even call that? The thing on the arm that you put the cards in? I used to have one of those. Good times. I should also probably figure out what the heck I'm transmuting. So I like Shambleau a lot. She's won me over. So I do think it'd be nice to get some parts for her. We also, of course, have Gurathnaka, who deserves parts. Completely honest here. Gurathnaka deserves parts. Both of them use 2 ectoplasms. Let's go ahead and create some ectoplasma. Wow.
The skeleton will clean up this mess later.
So, I'm sorry about missing yesterday. I do try to maintain a consistent schedule of uploading every single day. At least once. Sometimes twice. You know, when the moon shines bright. But, I don't know, I'm just terrible at managing my time. Hey, look. And, yeah. I have this habit.
It's no gold, but it will...
Habit? Hobby. Of reading manhwa and manga. Whichever one really catches my interest. We have 3 legendary ectoplasms. Nice. So, been doing a lot of that. It's actually kind of inspired me to write again, which is honestly a miracle. But we have 3 legendary ectoplasms, and we need to decide who gets them. Now, as much as my immediate favor for Shambleau has grown, there's a character that's been with us the entire time. Since day 1. Since episode 1, however long ago. Gurathnaka, you've done me proud. What do you use, Nurghleth? Okay, very different things. You've done me proud. You've put in work. So we're going to give you 2. We're going to do it. I might even give you this dust if I'm feeling really bold. And I kind of am. Gurathnaka's putting in work for us. And I have ideas for him that are not safe. They're not safe at all. But I think we'll hold the dust. You know what? I'll give him the rare dust. There we go. And I'll give him these too. Wow. All in. So we now have 40 points to spend for good old Gurathnaka. Our old one. The Devourer of Dreams. Why is this so expensive? We could just spend it all on Dread. And I'm That's 26 points to cap his Dread. If we were to spend this elsewhere, how would we do this? Well, evasion's nifty. We could even get another block. That's a thing we could do. We could get a dread and a block. But we could use this opportunity to just cap his dread. Gurathnaka, what am I going to do with you? Am I really going to press this button? No. I think that's fine. It's very expensive. This is like an opportunity cost evaluation at the moment. Which is some fancy words for stuff and things. Now with 4, I'm kind of want to give him the accuracy boost. I might hold 2 though. Holding could be good. Okay. So with all these parts, we brought Gurathnaka to 46 to 50 dread. And we have brought him up to 33 evasion. Can be leveled twice more. And of course, each block and ward provide 5 more evasion. So by default, we are rocking 63 evasion. That's not bad. Not bad. Shambleau, you have done some remarkable work as of late. So I'm even going to give you this skill, which makes you think about poor old Ossifrage. Literally the unbreakable wall that stands in the front of our line. Full common parts. I'm sorry. I really am proud of you. So how are we going to do this with Shambleau? What do we think we need? Well, I like being offensive. I'm gonna do it, aren't I? I'm mad enough to do it, aren't I? Yep. So now attack and dread are now one step away from being capped. We probably aren't going to spend many more points in it. I think from here on, defense probably for Shambleau. She is one of our more vulnerable characters. Like, not even Nurghleth is this vulnerable, I don't think. Yeah. So, we do have to keep that in mind. So that's that. Do we continue to gamble? We do have a lot more parts, but what do we need? We would need to roll something. You know what? Maybe it's time for Ossifrage to have a few things. So let's roll some bones, because if we get really lucky and make a legendary bone, then,
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
we can give it to Nurghleth. Just don't tell Ossifrage. This is for Ossifrage. This is for Ossifrage. But you know, if we happen to find a legendary source, we might just give it to our hypercarry.
Behold my work.
That's what, 8 more points? Upgrading from rare to legendary?
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
Which is not bad. All my weapons are gone. Let's not do that. Let's practice some form of restraint, shall we? Looks like I have more rare bones than I know what to do with. This will be the last one.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
Nurghleth, my lad, my hypercarry. This brings us to 14 points, which means we can max dread. Oh, it's beautiful seeing that there. Now we need to decide, do I put points here? No, we just wait one more turn for luck, right? Ossifrage. Ossifrage, Ossifrage. We spent a lot of points. Here's some 12 more points for you. You deserve better. But honestly, because you're not an offensive character, I'm terrible. So, how do we want to spend this? We could spend all of it basically to get Vigor. I do like Vigor. Okay. Block and Ward are a thing we could buy, but does Ossifrage care? That's the question. Does he? And I'm kind of thinking the answer is no. So we have 1 Legendary Dust and 2 Bones. We can decide where this goes someday, perhaps. Now on to the killing. That was a bit of a sideshow, wasn't it? These are 5 points I think I'm just going to hold. I really want to cap Vigor. Like I said, I love seeing the word max here. It just makes me happy. You know? So before us we have 2 paths. We can go to the left or the right. And oddly enough, both of them have 2 constructs. Just to tilt me. So, which path would we take? Well, it depends on if we want to have another shot at a creation item or an artifact for Iratus. Now, there are a number of both that we desire. But, and here's the but, one of these items we need, well, perhaps need is incorrect. One of these items would dramatically increase our power and make Nyarlathotep better. So, I say we go for that. And remember to put something in the arena. There you go, Nyarlathotep, speaking of making you better. So to obtain that item, we're going to go to the left against Construct. What is this called? Golden Statue? Elite Golden Statue, Spell Thief, and Shadow Elf. I am literally 0 fear. Absolutely 0 fear from that. But before we move on, I believe this was Gurathnaka who was talking about it. The Warrior Bones are an item that I've scoffed at. There's the Wizard Bones and the Warrior Bones. We've seen both of them. The Warrior Bones reduce physical damage received by 40%, but increase magic damage received by 40%. And Gurathnaka was a thinking, and I like it when people think. We happen to have a Zambi, Gengenga. And well, not by default, but Gengenga has 21 resistance, and this can get better. This can get up to 29 if I gave him anything useful, really. So, with the Warrior Bones, reducing physical damage by 40%, and his weakness being resistance, which he has or magic attacks of which he has a ridiculous amount of resistance, would that actually make him durable? It's a great question. Phenomenal question. And I don't know the answer, but we might find out later today. For now, I do want to go just take this group and see how efficiently we can get rid of this crap. Because crap is what it is. I do want to keep the Tempered Blade equipped. Spirit Chainmail's fine. I think Shambleau is still trying to accumulate her thingy-maboobers. If I can actually click. Yep, she needs 5 more kills. And of course, we're always looking for an opportunity for Ossifrage to snag a kill. I'm a little... worried is not the word, but I don't think he'll be able to kill one of these because of the armor they have. Oh. 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 Okay. So, what I just said, scratch that. These are the ones that have resistance, not armor. That's good. Why is it good, you ask? Well, because now we can feed Ossifrage. And let's all be serious here. Ossifrage needs more vigor. I won't rest until he has more vigor. Do I even want to use magic? Not really. I might just try and kill a construct, honestly. Like, sure, this guy's annoying and all. Whatever. We'll try and get rid of him. Oh, no. It did actually reduce Nurghleth's attack. Oh, wait, no, we're not using that. I was thinking of the glass dagger still. I'm a little worried about Shambleau being here in the second position. Because, these constructs do hurt. But, you know.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like?
She should be fine.
Pathetic.
So, let's start chipping away. Actually, should I get rid of you? I think we'll set up to try and get rid of the Shadow Elf, because he can give the constructs a buff that makes it so they heal when they deal damage. And they're pretty good at dealing damage. Really? I can eat buffs, but do I really care? This will just give Ossifrage some wards. What's the worst that can happen? I probably shouldn't say that. That's something that shouldn't come out of my mouth. Alright. Time to eliminate the Shadow Elf from existence. I'm a little concerned by how Shambleau is doing exactly 0 evading, but hopefully everything's okay. Well, that's upsetting. I do need to move. Okay. We'll let Shambleau do some healing while we're killing the elf. The elf needs to die. I'm not really concerned, I just think that the elf is going to heal. And that would be annoying. I mean, aren't you immune? No. Okay. It's fine.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
We're all happy here. So now, I suppose while we have some downtime, I have a question. We have a boss coming up, and I'm not really afraid of the upcoming boss, but the upcoming boss has a bit of a stipulation with her. And it's not that she's terrifying. In fact, I have exactly 0 fear. But I'm afraid of her ads and them going boom boom. Does that make sense? So if it doesn't, I'm trying to be vague on purpose here. But I was wondering how people would feel. So feel free to leave your comment down below if you have any... There's that buff. If you have any strong feelings about this.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
We have tried. and succeeded to lean all the way into... Kind of want to eat that. Lean all the way into stress damage. Would anyone feel, I don't know if deceived is the correct word, disappointed, there we go, if I took this opportunity for the next boss and killed stuff? Not stressed them out, just killed them. Because of course we have Shambleau here, who's making a remarkable case for me to use her. And we've been doing great work with Gurathnaka, and we have a Zambi waiting for us. It's pretty strong. So that's my question to everyone. Would you be sad if I killed something? You know, besides these things that I have to kill. I don't really have a choice with this one. But I've been thinking how to deal with the little construct thingies, and I don't really have a good answer. Besides killing them, of course. Like, my options were kill them, which is a great option, or try really hard to force... to just, like, force it. Brute force it. That's the word. Which I probably could do. It'd just be tricky. So I'm not sure if that's the correct call. To brute force it. How would I brute force it, you ask? Very carefully. Very carefully is the answer. This lady's gonna hit really hard. It is kind of annoying that our current group composition is not really set up for this. So I have to keep casting mana, or casting spells.
No mercy.
But we should be fine. Alright, Ossifrage. Boom. 2 more vigor. Now I have to get you back in position. Oh, whip costs 3 mana? That's pretty good. Whip. I'm gonna wait, yeah. I guess I'll just start chipping away here. This is a little slow, but it's effective. And that's what really matters, you know? I'm curious if there would be a faster way to do this, as my voice cracks. That's how curious I am. Is there a faster way? Probably. Okay, I spoke...
Strength through pain.
I was unclear. I was thinking primarily about moving about. Speaking about moving about. That makes sense, right? And the only way I could really think of off the top of my head was the Lich. Helion is chilling inside his phylactery, so I mean, that is an option. That's annoying. I really want to kill you with Ossifrage. Huh. Do I think Ossifrage can kill her? Maybe.
Don't know why.
Should be fine.
There's no sun up in the sky. Phony weather incoming.
That is a 30% increase. And +5 attack. That did hurt a little bit. There we go.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
So, I mean, besides the Lich, how else can I move faster? Also, I want to sadist... Oh. I was just thinking, I want to sadist hand for Shambleau. Lo and behold, we had one sitting in our inventory. That works out, doesn't it? Alright, Coffin. Coffin, we're looking for the crow's paw. Please, pretty, please. Please, 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 please. Show me the Coast Bra. I mean, can I really be mad when there's a drop of divinity? Yes. From right to left, we have the Spiked Head. This reflects 30 stress damage whenever it takes hit. Skeletor's currently wearing this. It's meh. The Sacrificial Stone, the minion restores 100% vigor when an ally dies. Sacrificial build, whatever. And last but not least, the Drop of Divinity increases all damage dealt by 15% and reduces all damage received by 15%. Obviously, this is the choice.
More for me.
I know I just equipped this. I did. I just equipped this. Because I was not paying attention to where we were going next. Has Shambleau done enough to immediately get the Drop of Divinity? I think so, but I'm actually going to leave this up to the comments, maybe? If anyone has a feeling on the Drop of Divinity, let me know. Let me know, because I mean, obviously, Nurghleth perhaps deserves it. Perhaps. He is our hyper carry at the moment, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to jump right into it, because the Drop of Divinity is pretty uncommon. Oh, look. We have an elite... What is this? Failed experiment. A failed experiment, a conjuress, and an elite sorceress. We have before us a very annoying group. Very, very annoying. So, to deal with it, what are we going to do? Shambleau actually might not be needed here. I was warned that giving accuracy to enemies could be really, really dangerous. And I think you're correct. Is that Solus? I think that's correct, Solus. So... Moffat has reached another rank and now has 10 points, so I can max out Dread. It's beautiful. Moffat's another person that has served us well. Wait, don't I have another bone or something? Yeah, here you go. Have some bones. Now, with 6 points, we can do a number of things. We can do luck, we can do vigor. Increasing her vigor has a potential to increase the enchanted heart healing. Okay. Sounds good to me. This positioning is okay, but I'm going to change it really quick. Because... Oh, I know what it's called, too. I'm also going to change my weapon here. We want the glass dagger?
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previous.
We have so many things. It might be time for some maintenance, my friends. Also, we're going to go ahead and Book of Ancient Wisdom for some Iratus experience. I'm going to try not to forget, because next turn we want to use Mimir. The Dhamma's Krond, is that what it's called? I equipped the dagger, right? I'm not that senile yet? Okay, good. So, the Conjuress has killed... I can't remember if I talked about this or not. So I know I talked about it in the comments. The Conjuress, this lady, has slain Morgan Le Fay, our third Banshee to die. And I'm not going to forgive that. I'm not. So, I have decided. I have written, ow, in the Book of Grudges. How do I undo that? This might actually be enough to save Ossifrage. I have written in the Book of Grudges, the Conjuress, and henceforth, she shall be our priority target. I think I'm going to kill the elite one first. That seems like a good idea. So, while our front line is trying to survive, I might need to eat that, huh? Are going to kill her. The good old-fashioned way.
End of magic.
I'm just gonna play it safe and get rid of that right quick. Right quick. Okay. I'm not clenching every time that they make a move. You're clenching every time they make a move.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
This plus 35 evasion is pretty nifty. It's pretty nifty. So now, out of sheer abject horror, I'm gonna kill the failed experiments. I'm also going to replace the fog, just in case, because Ossifrage is scared. Ow. It's okay, Moftet. Just live one more turn. It's fine. So that's the combination here that's terrifying, but I'm glad we've worked it out. Together, we've come up with a solution that absolutely doesn't terrify me. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm dead. Please die. You have like 3 curses. Thank you.
This one voided its
Alright.
bowels
Problem
just
solved.
as it died.
Wait, what do you do when you buy... Oh, you flee, don't you? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mine is the winning side.
Oh, well. It's far more... They can flee all they want. It's more important that we don't die. Because that was scary. Not gonna lie. I clenched a little bit there. So we're always going to go to the grave. What do we need from the grave? We require... Ghoul? So Ghoul... Lost Soul... Vampire... Blood Phantasm... Black Widow. Can I remember any of these? Lost Soul. Booyah. There was a Headhunter, but I have no interest in using a Headhunter here. Okay, rephrasing. Headhunters are awesome, and we have the mechanical eye for a Headhunter. But I'm not going to use one. I feel like it'd be pretty easy for me to just lean into the Headhunter. Drop a Divinity, mechanical eye, boom, instant killing machine. Why is it 2 constructs? What did I do to have to fight 2 constructs? Shambleau, please help me. What have I done? To be fair, the living armor is half a construct, but still, I have to kill it. And the freaking what's his face is here, the Stormcaller. It's gonna do who knows what. So honestly, of everyone in this group, Nurghleth is the one that stands out. I don't really need Nurghleth. I mean, Nurghleth can help. Who would I even use if I wasn't using Nurghleth? Moftet? That's weird. Part of me wants to do some mummy shenanigans. But that's just a small part of me that I can easily ignore. So the question then becomes, do I kill the construct? Or do I kill... I probably get rid of the spell thieves, don't I? That makes sense. I probably... Well, not spell thieves, but the spell thief
these
and
last few heartbeats.
the Stormcaller. I also didn't equip the... That went well. I didn't equip the Tempered Blade, so we still have the Glass Dagger equipped, so... The amount of damage Nurghleth just dealt was unholy, really. Oi. I know that you're mad. Okay? I'm aware. But you don't have to go after Nurghleth like that. I think this guy is dead. This thing. Yep. Sure is. Which now... I guess I'll try and fog, because these things are not very accurate. That guy is, but these things aren't. Nurghleth, come and crit, my friend. I could even Finger of Death this. That's a thing that I'm capable of doing. I don't like this debuff, though. I still have 50 to 52 dread. Yes.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Now that the Spell Thief is dead, I might want to try and conserve my mana. That seems like a thing that's kinda sorta worth my time. I don't mind giving them initiative. Also, if I cast a spell, it's gonna buff the Living Armor. You know what? I might I might Finger of Death the Living Armor. That sounds fun. I'm behind that plan. Also, no static charge for you. Whatever it's called. Wannabe Elemental Shaman.
My kingdom comes!
I actually raided with an Elemental Shaman today. And, they were good. They zapped a bunch. They beat me. I'm just a poor old Shadow Priest. I don't really feel like buffing your accuracy, bro. I could just start going after the armor. The armor sucks. Okay. See? Even with 15% more damage, that's all I could do. Please die. Thanks. I do so appreciate it when they comply with my wishes. Guess Ossifrage is just gonna heal. I've been thinking about what to replace with Nurghleth. I know my thoughts are kind of all over the place. But, I've been thinking of his two items. He has the Vampire Fangs, which enable him to heal for 15% of all damage that he deals, which is pretty good. That is a pretty good item. But do we think he needs it? Part of me says yes. And that part kind of scares me. I need to move backwards. Okay, needs a strong word. I probably should be working on that thing first. The Living Armor. Because if I cast a spell, it's going to get stronger.
Strength through pain.
I could just kill it. Okay. You know what? You've irritated me enough.
One more for the stockpiles.
It's dead. Problem solved. So with the Vampire Fangs, the question is, how greedy am I? The answer is very. But am I greedy enough to remove the Vampire Fangs, which is kind of like Nurghleth's lifeline of self-sufficiency, to give him more damage? The answer is kinda, yeah. I'm kind of okay with that. Why are you hitting for so little, Nurghleth? I'm not a fan of it. Really not. Wait, move.
Strength through pain.
Grasp. Bah! You did that on purpose, didn't you? It's very annoying. Oh well, we can remove it. We can adapt to the situation at hand. I'm also going to try and give Ossifrage this kill, if we can. Well, okay.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilizations.
Now I'm trying to remember who... Ooh, that's good too. There was someone a while ago. The first time we found the insurance ring, or insurance deal, it's a ring. After a battle ends, there's a 25% chance that killed minions will revive. Now, there was discussion about how this would interact with I'll Be Back. And it looks like, so they do come, the revival comes after combat. It looks like with I'll Be Back and Insurance Deal, they would probably stack in some way. If it's an additive stack, that's like a 3/4 chance that you blow up and come back. That's pretty good. But if it's a multiplicative thing, that's not quite as good. It'd be like 15 or something. 15 plus 50. I think it's still okay. But, yeah. I've never once pressed... Well, okay, I've pressed that button once, but it was because I was dying anyway. Or... Was it for... No, it was for the Lich. I was trying... Not Lich. The thing you need to damage yourself to... Ghoul! That one. That one. Trying to unlock the Ghoul. More luck for Nurghleth. Beautiful. We only need 18 more points to max that out. Ossifrage sitting at 7 skill points. Will hold. The battle before us is another construct. We're never going to be free of them. They're going to be here forever. Construct, Elite Shield Mistress, Sorceress, and Conjuress. I don't like what I see. Because there's someone here that I need to kill. Actually, there's a lot of threats here. The Construct's a threat. The Blade Mistress is a threat. Or the Conjuress is a threat. So, it might be time for some mummy shenanigans. If I can get the Conjuress into position... Do I double mummy? That's insane, right? I kind of want to double mummy. It might be time for double mummy. So if we double mummied, we would want... It's hilarious, but I love it. If we double mummied, we would want Gurathnaka? No. Nurghleth. Nurghleth in the second position. Am I absolutely insane? I'm pretty sure the Blade Mistress is just going to kill him. But, so what we're going to do... Here's the plan. Here's the play. I figured it out. Rafam is going to be in the final position. And Mafdet will be in the second position. I think that's the plan. You know what, Rafam? I'm going to give you some extra accuracy. Why not? As for what we're doing here, I guess Glass Dagger is okay. It's not great. I mean, it might give Gurathnaka a window to just immediately obliterate
fetching
the Conjuress, which sounds good to me, honestly. The sooner she dies, the sooner I'll be happy. We have 2 skill points, and I think I'm just going to hold them for now. Again, ignoring the destruction tree. I think we're just going to hold them for probably more alchemy stuff at this point. I think we've gotten enough magic and ire. I think it's time for some frickin' alchemy. You don't know what fate awaits you, do you, Conjuress? I should have looked up... You know what? I might even do that right now, because I have a cell phone. A smartphone, in fact. The Book of Grudges. Before I look at the Book of Grudges, however, this is not something that I like to see. I'm thinking. How do I want to get rid of this? What must I do? I have decided. Have I? There are actually a few ways I can get rid of this. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I picked a way. You ready? It's a good way. We're gonna... Actually, should I Slake with Darkness? It doesn't matter. How much does that cost again? Where are you? 18. Compared to 6. Okay.
Extinguish hope.
No. No stats for you. That also has brought her into position, so I actually don't need to use this. Huh. What if I just pull her all the way to the front, though? You cannot escape your fate. That's a lot of damage. Jeez, Rafam. What? Is there a super secret, like... a super secret mummy assassination build I'm not aware of? Because that's what it just looked like. Yes. Buffalo friends. What could go wrong? Okay. Well. Now. We just start killing this. Oh no, it's just gonna heal it. Why did I even do that? That was dumb. Why am I so dumb?
Delivered.
Let's see. We're gonna protect Nurghleth, of course. Why not? Book of Grudges. I must know its name. I know someone told me, and I appreciate you telling me. I'm just very forgetful. Memory of a goldfish, as I like to say. I guess you'll wait. Why not debuff Moftet? Okay, it's fine. I'm just being mildly upset. Now, I guess the last threat here is the Elite Blade Mistress, so the sooner I can get rid of her, the better for everyone involved, I think.
Rot their flesh and their soul.
We should be fine. Famous last words? The Dama's Kron, that's what it's called. Yes. The Dama's Kron. She's already dead, so this is kind of beyond the point. But the Book of Grudges, in case you weren't familiar, is a thing in Fantasy Warhammer from the dwarves, because of course it is. Vengeance Beam. It's from Rafam, but it should still do. It's okay. And basically, any perceived slight against them. Notice the word perceived. Even if it wasn't really a slight, they will write it down in the Damas Kron, the Book of Grudges. Well, I guess it has to be kind of significant for the king to get involved, but whatever. And
never gets
they will never fail to right that wrong. Well, they might fail, but they'll try to never fail to right that wrong. And so with the Conjuress written in the Damas Kron for all of eternity, she's going to be our priority target, henceforth and forevermore. Because I'm not one that forgets a lesson. I'll forget a name of just about everything, but not a lesson. Alright, and that's that. So, let's see. I guess I need to move people about. Smack. That should be fine. I mean, Moftet's not going to be able to do anything. But Moftet doesn't need to do anything. Moftet is here to be beautiful. I guess. We're going to try and give Ossifrage the kill again. If we can. We might not be able to. Should I eat no. Let's see, I'll try and eat this, but we're going to try and kill her. It. Statue. Statue that looks female. Really? Ossifrage kill. Beautiful.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
So if we... I'm just spitballing here. If we had double Assassin Mummy, like 2 reforms, what would that look like? We can finally complete the excavation for more parts, for more gambling. I don't have a problem, you have a problem. Unfortunately, it does require a ghoul. Let's build 2 hearts. 2 hearts are better than 1.
A skeleton will clean up this mess later.
Huh. That was not a part of the plan. Wait, was it even heart that I've already forgotten. It was flesh. Okay, that's what I meant. Build 2 flesh. Now I'm just gonna build 1 flesh though. Because parts, you know. Okay.
It's no gold, but it will do.
There we go. There we go. We can sacrifice an uncommon flesh for this cause. Excavation is complete. So now, all we have left is the final point, the final bit of the Iratus statue and 2 mortuary slots. So we're going to go for the Iratus statue first, because we aren't really using the mortuary. As for where our talent points are going to go, is it Scalpel Art this time? We could even Calcination Mastery if I really wanted to be cheesy. I don't really care though. You know, let's grab durable materials.
Transformation, the will becomes free.
Ossifrage sitting at a healthy 243 vigor. And we're 1 level away from maxing that. It's beautiful. Also, we're halfway through the Spirit Chainmail, so we can get 10 more from that. Oh, you're making me happy. You love to see it. Archthief Refram. My man. You've done it. I'm so proud of his damage. It's actually insane. How much does this do? 120%. I mean, that's nothing mind-blowing. But he was putting in work. Of course, Nurghleth. My proud hyper carry. And Moff-That's done well. You can have some accuracy, Moff-That. We'll keep it consistent. Now I have a quest. For a quest. What if I just bring this group? This could go horribly or wonderfully. Actually, no, we're not going to bring this group. Because, excuse me, if we fight against living armor, I have no way to remove their armor. So, that's not going to happen. I guess we'll just bring the tried and true. The tried and true. The reliable. The unyielding. Huh. I kind of want to hold out for the final dread upgrade. Am I really that mad? Maybe. Ooh. Something sinister is afoot, and for once, it has nothing to do with you. A few mages have broken off from the main group opposing you and decided to perform an utterly suicidal ritual, a demonic summoning. You grit your teeth. The last thing you need right now is another evil force trying to steal your thunder. You ready your forces and quickly calculate how you can disrupt their magic before the ritual can be completed. I actually didn't know there were demons in this game. Interesting. You can disrupt the ritual without the aid of your minions, but the price will be steep. No, thank you. So the ghoul, mages are weak and when ambushed. It's true. They are. But we have a lost soul with us, so we are going to send Shambleau to prey upon their insanity.
Oh, for my future kingdom.
To try to summon the servants of hell is to already prove oneself mad. So why not strike at this very weakness? Your lost weaves her deception, shreds memories, and unravels sanity. In the chaos, your minions put an end to the mage's desperate rituals. Now you won't need to worry about the whole dungeon smelling like brimstone. So we got a ring, imprison souls after victory, Iratus gains 40 mana for each enemy that fled. Well, Shackles of War prevents that from happening. And quest reward. Iratus gains 20 spell power for 3 battles. Uno, dos, tres. Hey, we're going to get this buff on the boss. Interesting. Nice. Nice. Speaking of nice, we're 1 mana point away from being at 69. Anyway, as we have broken 50 minutes, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. As I said earlier on in the episode, the question is, do you want me to try and figure out how to kill this boss with just sanity? Or would you feel okay with me just, murderizing her and all of her little fiery friends? If you know the fight, you'll know what I'm talking about. Basically, it's a lot easier to kill her if you deal actual damage and not stress damage. I'm just a little afraid of things going boom and people dying instantaneously. That sounds unpleasant, doesn't it? But next time to look forward to, besides the boss, because we will get her next time, we have before us an elite warden, sword mistress, sorceress, and conjuress. Remember, the dumb as Krond. Kron. I don't think there's a D at the end of it. Something here is going to die real fast, but this is actually a lot of threats. Interesting.
I will ascend to the world above. It's only a matter of time.
It is. And that time ends today and continues tomorrow. Bye-bye.